Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's really good to be here today. I am back with another reaction. I'm gonna be checking out this particular video. I built 100 wells in Africa by Mr. Beast. Let's dive right into it.
This is the first of 100 wells we're gonna build in this video. Oh, water!
Whoa. This is so cool.
You just witnessed a small village in Kenya get access to unlimited clean drinking water in less than a second. One down, 99 more wells in Africa to go. These 100 wells are gonna give around 500,000 people fresh water to drink. How's it going?
Oh.
Not expecting this. Thank you for the welcome. I'm not even sure how to react. How's it going? Oh, you having a good day?
It's so good. Like,
One
it's
of the
just so
teachers
good
showed me where
watching
the
this.
students currently get their water, which is from this river. That's extremely unsafe to drink. This is where your students used to get water from?
Yes.
It's crazy.
Yeah. You know, students complaining of diarrhea, infections like typhoid, because this is the water we've been using. So we try to treat, but you see, look at it, you know, but at the end of the day, life has to move on.
Crazy.
You have to get some water anyway.
This is so crazy. Like, I'm looking at it and I'm all becoming emotional because this is what really African go through. Like, so many places, there's no water, there's no food, no electricity. There's so many things that Africans really need. Villages in Africans, even some places within the cities do not have water. You literally have to go long miles to get water from the streams, especially if you go to the villages. Giving or digging wells to different communities or villages, you don't know what you've done for these people because it will go a long way. Not every household has got like tap water or is able to dig a well in their houses. Doing this in the community for people to be able to access clean water is something life-changing that people must have been dreaming about in Africa. It's a big deal. It's a big deal to have water. In Western worlds, you get water everywhere, taps running in your houses and all that. So people take it for granted. But back in Africa, it's a total different ballgame. You don't get waters in your house. Houses that have water is like, maybe they say these people have got money, that's why they have water in their houses. People go streams. People go to other houses to ask to fetch water, to get water. That's how bad it is. So what Mr. Beast has done here, it's something life-changing. It's a great deal. It's a great deal in Africa.
To move on, you have to get some water anyway.
This situation is obviously extremely sad. These children's lives are being limited and sometimes cut short from being forced to drink unsafe water. But at least for this village, we're gonna put an end to it right now.
This is so good. This is so refreshing. Good. That's all it takes. You know?
It's raining! It's beautiful! After the water comes out of the ground, it's fed into enormous barrels like this one. And once they're built into the water towers, all of the neighboring villages will not only have clean drinking water, but a pressurized water source as well. Which, in short, means no more doing laundry and unsafe water. We spent time installing pipes so that people all around Africa can access water from spigots like this one in Nairiri. Let's see how it tastes. Like water. It took me about a minute to fill this 5-gallon drum. How much water can this provide a day?
3,600 gallons a day.
Not only will this well cover the 400 kids at this school, but literally the entire neighborhood and village around this school.
That's right. That's how far it can go.
Thank you for the water.
Oh, no problem. This thing can basically pump non-stop for 30 years. Yeah, you can see yourself. We were also able to install a well for this village, and these 12 other villages. And while we were finishing these wells, we were also able to update one of their schools with brand new computers. How are they liking it?
They really like it.
Glad to see it turned out well.
This is what life should be about, helping people, going around helping the less privileged and providing for people who really do need this thing. These are like basic necessities for people back there in Africa, but they're not able to get it. There are no funds enough to get these things that they really need. For him to go all out to do that, it's really something crazy. I know so many people might be wondering, why is he showing it off if he's doing it and all that? Yes, he needs to do it. If people, the government and people are not able to do it, he is doing it. And I really do appreciate that so much because in Africa, we do need so many things, you know. Doing this is just so great. I feel so emotional because of the genuine smile you see on their faces. This is what they've been experiencing, what they have ever wished or prayed for to get, and they're getting it. It's like a miracle.
Donated a soccer ball for every student. and even put modern whiteboards and projectors in all the classrooms. Do you guys like the projector?
That's good.
We were using a chalk and then a lot of dust, but today everything is clean. We truly appreciate it.
No problem. It's the least we can
that's
do.
so
And then
good.
when we flew out to the side of the 45th well, we realized this community had it even harder. Every time they need to get water, they need to take a treacherous mile-long hike through the jungle. And that mile-long hike also happens to be on a giant mountain.
I wake up very early, about 4 o'clock, so that I can fetch water for the school.
We are not safe fetching water here.
This is not all acting. This is just so true because I can remember I schooled back home in Nigeria and I was in the boarding school and I remember going to get water to have a bath. I needed to walk for 1 or 2 miles with a bucket of water on my head, a jerrycans, like 20 liters jerrycan on my head, picking the waters and coming back before I can have a shower. It's crazy. When you see all these things, you feel like people are really suffering out there. Just a little thing would go a long way to so many people out there. This is so great. You don't know the extent to what people have been going through, the extent to people's problems out there. Water, food, electricity, road. Those are like major things that when it is done to an African, it's like, wow, amazing. This is just so cool. I'm just so happy, excited watching this. It's for a change. So refreshing.
You guys would have to make this trip how many times a day?
2 times.
2 times a day.
Imagine.
Oh, wow. So a typical student would carry something like this?
Yeah.
Oh, God. If 200 students did this every day, how hard could it be?
It could be very hard.
Oh boy. Dang, this is very steep.
Reminds me of
Just
my time as well.
walking down this mountain forever.
Yeah.
It was actually surprising how difficult this hike was. And these people go through all of that just to get to the spigot. That's water is still unsafe to drink. This is where you guys get your water from normally?
Yes.
And filled with water, these jugs can weigh up to 40 pounds, which is insane for these children to be carrying up this mountain.
The ladies can carry 2 of those.
Oh, I totally can as well then. And as soon as these jugs were filled, it was time to head all the way back up.
Hurry up, let's go.
And now, instead of spending hours a day for unsafe water, their new well is only 10 feet away from the school.
That's amazing.
So they can
That's
just
so
fill it up
cool.
here now. I'm too tired. We found out that this village is divided in half by this huge, dangerous river. It may not look like much now, but when the rainy season comes, the water comes up this high and literally swallows this bridge. And why this bridge is such a big deal is the village is over there, the hospital and schools are over there, so they're crossing this bridge multiple times a day. Despite how dangerous
This is
this
so
bridge
surreal.
is, it's their only option.
So real.
This river, when it is swollen, it can sweep away people, students, or even animals.
In the recent past, we have lost about 3 people trying to cross this river.
We knew we had to help. So while we started work on a new bridge that would let them reach their
Wow.
well, we then
On a
traveled
new
over
bridge, not just the
2,000
wells, like you
miles
did
from Kenya
bridges.
to the country of Zimbabwe.
Like when you go to Africa, maybe you have something in mind to go and do in Africa, and then you get there, you see the situation of how things are there, you decide to like do more. That's how it is. Just not one problem. There's so many things to be solved. Okay, he has donated like computers to school, donated furnitures to school, shelves for the books, provided like new books and all that. And now he's making like a bridge. There's so many things that we take for granted in the Western world, but Africans, this is like major things, so major, little minor things that you wouldn't really think will be an issue, are like issues in Africa, in most African countries. So yeah, this is a big deal. This is a big deal. It's a major life-changing thing he has done over there.
Unfortunately, the pregnant mothers at this clinic have to walk over a mile just to get water and then carry these heavy buckets all the way back.
That's the
However,
reality.
the good
That's the
news
way it
is
is.
we paid for the construction of a new
It's hard
modern
work.
well for them.
This is so good.
All that needed to be done now was to turn it on. All right, Nolan, are you ready? I'm ready. Over. Let me get a dramatic zoom in. Nolan, I pressed the button. Is it working? It's flowing! Oh. Do we want to go check it out?
Yes.
Let's do it.
I love how people are immediately just getting water right now. This is easily the coolest thing ever.
A lot of the students at this village lack transportation, so we decided to give all of them new bicycles.
Wow.
I know it looks like a lot of kids, but we bought a lot of bikes. Let's break in all the new bicycles. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, everyone's passing me. Be careful, I don't know how to ride a bike. I don't want to hit anyone. You want to ride it? All right, go for it, little man.
I don't know how to ride
And
a bike
after giving
either.
away the bikes, we continue building wells until we reach well number 69. This solar-powered well is specially designed to aid the farmers in this village by providing more than enough water for all of their crops and livestock, even during the dry season without any electricity.
Each panel is 200 watts. Then it's attached to a pump. That pump can
Wow.
pump 5,000 liters every hour. Basically, it's unlimited amount of water for this entire village.
That's incredible.
Spending time in these villages really made me reflect on the importance of building wells, how it brings water to farms to feed the
Yeah,
hungry, how it
water is
provides
life.
clean conditions for hospitals, and most importantly, how it helps the children of this next generation live long, healthy lives and build the future for all of these
See the
communities.
smiles on
a
their
new dawn
faces.
of clean drinking water. Water is life.
And with some help
That's
from
right.
the locals, we
Oh my
finally
God.
finished a new bridge that this community can use for the next 100 years.
Lives has been saved. Families will come together. The worries will be gone.
The
Oh
100
my
wells we
God.
built in this video will change a lot of lives. I know it's weird that a YouTuber has to do all this stuff, but someone's got to do it. And if no one
Someone's
else
got to
is,
do it.
we're going to do it.
That's
As you
right.
can tell,
That's
it
so
really
good.
does change the lives of the communities
It
where we
does.
build them. And
Really
finally,
changes life.
well 100. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's so great. That's so good because I just cannot imagine, what those families, what those villages, those communities, how happy and how fulfilled they must have been for these past few days or weeks that was done. Because water is life. Nothing quenches the taste. When you're thirsty for water, nothing quenches it. It's just water. You don't get the water. When you don't get the access to clean water, you get sick. There's so many diseases you get from bad water. You get typhoid, diarrhea, and so many other things. And it's crazy. Lots of people die from all those things, and there's no one to come to help. The government is not really helping. Such people coming in to help, it's so great. It's a big deal. It's a relief. It's something people will keep talking for ages and generations to come. Providing water. It's a basic necessity of life, but that's how difficult it is in Africa. It is really difficult. I've experienced it firsthand myself. I've carried like cans on my head, walk a very long mile to get water. So I know how painful it is. That's why I'm filled with so much emotion. Watching all the smiles on those beautiful faces, getting the water, getting like not just water, the bridge. It's crazy. It's just amazing to see that. It's so amazing. It's so breathtaking, so refreshing. I really like this. Wow. Thumbs to Mr. Beast. And I really wish he does more because they really do need it. People should join into this sort of humanitarian work and do more. It's really needed. That's what we need in this world.